What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So it was last week that former President Donald Trump made the stunning announcement that he expected to be indicted this Tuesday. Now, many of us see this now as a preemptive strike against any attempt or attempts to arrest or actually charge Donald Trump with a crime. Now, apparently, he is being prosecuted for bribery in the Stormy Daniels case. Now, just to do a brief rehash of that, Stormy Daniels, the former porn star, apparently had an affair with the former president before he ran for president. And to keep her quiet during the presidential campaign in 2016, Donald Trump issued allegedly a $130,000 payment. For a politician to pay off someone to be silent and quell a political scandal is a crime. All right? This is what he's being charged for by New York District Attorney Alvin Bragg. Now, there's been some new stunning developments. Alvin Bragg's office received, I believe it was, a mysterious package with a white substance in it, reminiscent of the attempted terror attacks that occurred post 9/11 back in late 2001 and 2002, when many post offices and many offices or government buildings and political officials were receiving packages with white substances. Sometimes it was seen as ricin, sometimes it was proven to be anthrax. We don't know what this white substance is, at least the last I checked, but it was also a note that read, "I am going to kill you." Needless to say, I think Alvin Bragg should get some security. I don't mean top flight security. Then came the announcement today that it does appear that Donald Trump will be indicted. According to MSNBC and NBC News, local, state, and federal law enforcement and security agencies are preparing for the possibility that Donald Trump could be indicted as early as next week, according to 5 senior officials familiar with the preparations. Now, this appears to be related to the Manhattan Stormy Daniels indictment. Then came the report that Stormy Daniels also is reported to be testifying before a Manhattan grand jury, and that makes it inevitable Trump will be charged. These steps, her being reported to testify before a grand jury, would not be occurring if they were not going to then charge Donald Trump. Donald Trump then, the president, former president, made this speech with an embedded threat on Truth Social. This is social media account. What kind of person, referring to Alvin Bragg, can charge another person, in this case a former president of the United States, who got more votes than any sitting president in history, and leading candidate by far for the Republican Party nomination, with a crime when it is known by all that no crime has been committed, and also known that potential death and destruction in such a false charge could be catastrophic for our country? Only a degenerate psychopath that truly hates the USA. A clear reference to Bragg, Manhattan's first black district attorney, whom the former president called an animal a day earlier. This could get really bad. This situation with former president look to be indicted sometime next week. It looks like it's actually going to happen. The former president of the United States will be indicted for bribery, a crime. Now, being that he's a former president, It doesn't appear that he's going to be arrested. He's not going to have a perp walk. Remember, former presidents usually have Secret Service agents. That's going to be something that can't really be possible. I mean, he could technically be arrested, but it won't be something for the cameras. I mean, maybe he will come out, but he'll just probably be escorted. Police won't have him in handcuffs. But technically, he would be arrested. And it would be something that would be truly historic. As far as a repeat of the January 6th insurrection, 2021, I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know whether or not Trump has the same amount of passionate, hard-nosed, galvanized support that he once had. He still has a hell of a base. But I think what's more likely is that you're going to have these renegade solo type people. Someone who may do something to someone, these lone wolf type things. I think that's more likely to happen. But what is definitely something I'm concerned about is the safety of anyone affiliated with this. District Attorney Bragg, Stormy Daniels, anyone who seems to be part of this thing. Even people who are just not even part of it, just people that's affiliated with the quote-unquote other side may be at danger. But I especially think anyone at the epicenter. Trump has a lot of crazies who support him, so we'll have to wait and see, man. But tell me what you guys think.